I think it's just going to make more people angry. There's already like a lot of traffic, and just putting more condos and more people in one dense area is just not going to make people happy. It's going to make people really, really angry.
Good evening. Already one of the busiest areas in the GTA, Yorkdale's looking to jam more people in. It has put forward to the city an application that could mean thousands of people calling the popular mall home.
I don't know where you would park the cars, and I don't know what it would do to business in the area if you took all the space.
Scottish tourist Winnie Miller echoing the sentiment of many we talked to today about Yorkdale possibly watching condos and office towers sprout up on the grounds. Now this spring, OMERS, the pension fund that owns Yorkdale, submitted a development application to amend the official plan and zoning bylaw. It would allow a long-term mixed-use plan for the site. It reads in part, quote, "The motivating purpose of this amendment is to ensure comprehensive long-term planning that reflects the mixed-use nature of the site. It is important to be able to respond quickly to retail changing trends. This plan also introduces purpose-built rental to the site and plans for higher density office and residential uses long-term."
I'm glad they're looking to the future and looking at what they might look like 20 or 30 years down the road.
Area Councillor Josh Cole says there would have to be a lot done before any such plan would come to fruition, especially when they're dealing with the traffic. 22 million people go to Yorkdale every year.
The pressure on local residents is so immense with the cars that travel to get to Yorkdale and try and park around and try and access it. We just have to fix a lot of those pre-existing conditions, I think, before they could even start to chip away at what might be their kind of 25-year wish list.
Cole says currently Yorkdale is aware of the traffic issues. It's even gone so far as to propose a tunnel to the 401 to try and ease congestion. So what would OMERS like to see at Yorkdale? In its application, it says it meets the provincial guidelines for urban planning. Quote, "The proposed amendments outline built-form policies which create a sense of place and focus on a high-quality, welcoming public realm while envisioning enhanced connectivity across the site to peripheral transit facilities. Yorkdale Shopping Centre's presence as a regional destination and economic driver is reflected in the proposed amendments, which encourage growth to fulfill these objectives." So what does that mean? Well, there are three options OMERS has put forward. All of them include 13 buildings of up to 400 feet in height, anywhere from 700 to 1,500 residential units, a hotel, office space, and more retail. Cole says while density is welcome in the city, there are already thousands of new housing units going in along Dufferin, and this would have to fit in with that if and when it's ever actually proposed.
They have no specific application in front of the city, but I think it's safe to say that at some point they will, and so we want to make sure that the proper infrastructure is in place, proper plans are in place, so that when that day comes, it actually can work and it still can be a generator of jobs and economic activity for the area.
So is this pie in the sky, or will it actually happen? One Yorkdale customer has a pretty good idea.
It seems a high-density development seems to be the way everybody's going nowadays. It's probably inevitable.
Now, realistically, even if any of this does move forward, it'd be another 20 to 25 years before it was finished.